As I speak, Apple's new iPhone 5 is being assembled just north of the border here in Hong Kong, in southern China. And the people who are making those little phones, well, they're getting paid more than ever. Conditions at Foxconn's factories used to be so unpleasant, it was jokingly referred to as Mordor by Apple employees sent over from sunny California. A string of worker suicides in 2010, 14 in all, forced the company to take action, installed safety nets to catch would-be jumpers, and boosted employee wages. A just-released Fair Labor Association review says that Apple and Foxconn have made progress improving conditions for workers. The big problem now, employees are still working too many hours. Many Foxconn staff put in overtime to clock up 60 hours per week. That's nearly 20% more than government labor laws permit. But often it's the workers themselves who push for more shifts for more pay.
Workers will only want less overtime if the basic pay that they're getting is sufficient to work within the mandated overtime hours. So if they can only get a decent wage by working what we might call excessive overtime, then that's what they're going to have to do. So it really will depend on the basic pay and what benefits that Foxconn provides.
The surge in wages is threatening to cut China's competitive edge as a manufacturing hub. It's already forced some lower value producers to move to cheaper locations in Southeast Asia. In fact, Chinese manufacturing wages are rising so fast that they'll match those in the U.S. in just 4 years, according to French investment bank Natixis. That isn't necessarily a bad thing, though.
If China's workers' quality and education and skills could be really improved and the productivity in China has been improved, then Chinese people and the Chinese workers deserve a higher wage, and then GDP growth rate in China can be sustained. GDP per capita in China should be higher. Then in this regard, this is a very natural process of economic growth.
To deal with higher wages, China must step away from low-end production and instead move up the value chain in the footsteps of South Korea and Taiwan. In the meantime, the labor practices behind Apple's hit products are likely to remain under scrutiny, especially with the U.S. firm's record profits and newfound status as the most valuable company in history. John Gordon in Hong Kong.